Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're listening to a song from Serbia. It's called Hasta la Vista by the group Hurricane. And I'm just excited to kind of get going, so let's just do that right away. That's a great growly synth. Great horns. Well designed. It's a big 808. Nice rhythm in this vocal opening. I'm liking these really deep brass sections as well. The impacts. Alright. Building rather effectively. Alright. Solid drive in the bass here. Or like in the synth bass. Does some sweeping, pulsating type. I think the major energy really comes from the vocal delivery here. The instrumental didn't back it up too much. I think these verses flow really well. And I'm loving these deep impact hits with the horns. They're breaking up a lot of the time here with the percussion. It's interesting. Like the vocals are just so in your face all the time. It's so much energy and so much speed in them mainly. There's a lot of things going on all the time. I think the chorus part could have used some more impact in the instrumental, really. We've got some variation here. It's like a synth playing some additional harmonies. And it's a lot with these white pads just pulsating the energy. I mean, the vocals are really what just keeps all of it going. I think in general the instrumental of this song is rather underwhelming, considering how well it opened. Just keeping the ending here with some ad-libs and just gives all of the vocalists some time to shine in their high notes or whatever. Okay, that was Hasta la Vista by the group Hurricane, and that was, I think, interesting. I think that it's a song written to create a great show around, because that's really all I'm getting from it. The music of this song is rather underwhelming, especially considering how well it opened. I loved the opening of it, and especially the instrumental with how they utilized the brass, especially with these deep-lying impacts from, I don't even know what kind of brass instrument this is, but it's a really deep-lying horn that just creates a super wide hit that introduces some of the beats. It's really effectively used here, I think, and along with kind of the 808s in the verses and how the drum machine works there, it's effective. And I'm liking the energy in the vocals. Obviously, it's really entertaining in that sense. But the song loses me. I mean, it builds up pretty well. I think the snare is utilized well, and you know, the whole soundstage building during the build-up is, you know, it's decent. It's good. It's solid. But when the chorus hits, I kind of lack the impact of it. I mean, the verses have so much impact, so I don't get how the chorus cannot have it, because they could have, I mean, I wouldn't have preferred it, but they could have used the same instrumentation during the chorus and created a similar amount of impact, but they didn't. Instead, they kind of restrained the drum beat a little bit, The rhythm was there, but kind of the punch of it wasn't. And I do think that sound effects and layering could have improved it and made it feel more massive. Because right now, a lot of the focus is on the vocals, and I get that that is what they're going for. But the vocals are so in your face all the time, and even in the verse and in the build-up and going into the chorus, they're always in your face. They always just push you through. They punch through the whole soundstage of the song, and they never really stop going. So you kind of always have to be hooked onto them to really, just follow along throughout the song. And that can be easily done, but for me, it just becomes so many melodic lines after each other, repeated. You don't have time to take it in. You just have to follow along. And when the music doesn't really back it up with its energy, then I kind of get lost in somewhere in between the two. I do think that the second verse had a few interesting parts. When they broke up the beat completely. They did it twice after each other, so that felt a little bit, kind of static, but at the same time kind of cool, because you don't usually hear that. You usually hear when they break up the beat, they do it once, because that's when they surprise you. But now they did it twice, so they kind of double surprised me. For better or for worse, I'm not sure yet. But throughout the song, I think the vocals are, the key part, and just creating this kind of show atmosphere that's just enjoyable, dance-friendly, and sing-along friendly, I mean, mainly. Obviously, the lyrics are not in English, so I can't sing along to it. I can hum along to Hasta la Vista. That's about it. But they repeat that a lot, and at the end especially, I think they kind of overdo it because they want to give all of the vocalists, some time to shine there with the high notes and such. And while they do take it in a way, their times to shine and such, it's not very... it's not a very interesting ending, in my opinion, because it's only long notes. They don't carry any lyrical content. They don't carry anything new. They don't carry much variation because it's just long notes. It could have been done differently with, kind of different harmonies or different variations in melody, and maybe exploring a little bit of the scales that they use here. So there are things to be desired in this one for me personally. And I should also point out that this type of music I'm in no means expert in, because I don't know much of the current ways to arrange it and produce it, because I'm not familiar with it. But I mean, they set out to do something and they did it, and I can only applaud them for doing it their way. And it was an interesting listening experience, and I enjoyed it a little bit. So. Good things to say on this one. Now I want to read some good or bad things by everyone else. Whatever you think of this song, you'll let me know in the comments, and we can discuss it a little bit. Other than that, I will see you in the next one, so take care until then, and